Welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews, and this is of course part 1 of my Red Guardian and MELINA 2-pack. Please do like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel, it's very much appreciated. So let's get straight in and have a look at this Alexei Shostakov figure. So obviously the character is played by none other than David Harbour in the film. Now this is the second version of the Red Guardian that we have received, and if we take a quick look at the details on this version, it is a huge upgrade from the one that we got first time round. This head sculpt is fantastic. One of the biggest complaints was the head sculpt in the previous version, and this time they delivered with two versions, a masked and an unmasked head. So let's just pop this one up here. And here is the unmasked head. Now this really does strike a resemblance to David Harbour's Alexei in the film, the rugged kind of overgrown look that he had. I'm going to try to find the other version quickly so that we can have a look at the pair of them. He also came with two ungloved hands, a shield of course, and a little action figure. Spoilers, if you've not seen the film, there is an action figure in it. Now I was actually really surprised. The paint job on this mini action figure is actually really very well done. I can't actually see any kind of paint blemishes on my version, so I'm pretty happy. So let's just stand him up there and move these bits out of the way, and I will bring in the old version. Boom, there we go. Now you can see there is a huge difference between the two. Obviously the detailing in the paint is very noticeable, but also that head sculpt. So the main differences that I can point out is obviously on the first one we had like a grey tinge to it, and on this newer version we've got the kind of off-white colour that we saw in the film. The star is also a very different colour, so the star on the old version is just a flat grey, and on the new version there's a nice bit of detailing in there. If I just put the unmasked head, you can really see the difference. Now it was one of the biggest complaints that we got first time round, was that he came with an unmasked head that looked nothing like him in the trailer, and also that we didn't get a masked head. Now me being a customizer, I did go to work and create my own version of the masked head, so I'll just pop that on for a minute, and this was my Red Guardian for quite some time until they announced this newer version. Now I don't think it looks too bad, definitely did the job, but he is definitely now going in the fodder pile. That head anyway. The old body, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the masked head on that old body, and I'll have him displayed sort of near the back of my display, because that masked head is superb and definitely not one to just throw in the fodder box. However, the newer version I'm going to pose with the unmasked head on, and pop the action figure in his hand as well, just for a laugh. Now if we have a look at the shields as well, the shields are very, very different. What's interesting is obviously in the film we didn't actually see a shield, but the detailing on both of these shields are very different. The newer one has got that kind of metallic finish, the older one has just got like a flat grey kind of metallic. So I definitely prefer the newer version. However, having the masked head on one and the unmasked head on the other, I'm pretty pleased that we've got kind of those two versions of the Red Guardian. Now the figure in itself is a really nice figure. It comes with all the standard kind of articulation that you would expect from a Marvel Legends figure, so nothing new to really report there. Now if I just bring in some of the other characters, you've got Black Widow in her black outfit that we saw at the end, and we'll just bring in MELINA there as well, and of course Red Guardian came in a 2-pack with MELINA, so let's just grab her. I'm going to grab her in a sec. Let's switch Black Widow out for the white suit version, just because obviously we did see her in her white suit, and then we'll get the MELINA figure in as well. But these all look fantastic next to each other. I'm really happy to have obviously seen the film now at long last, but also to have the full lineup of characters on offer from Hasbro and Marvel Legends. So if we put them together as a team, I'm going to grab the other Black Widow, the black suit Black Widow, just a bit of variation, and you've got a really solid team from Black Widow. It's definitely an upgrade, this version of Red Guardian. And to be honest with you, to start with I was a bit skeptical because I already had a Red Guardian figure, and I was kind of like, you know what, I'm happy with the one that I've got, but I'm really glad that I got sent this one because he is a huge upgrade. It's like the guys at Hasbro obviously had made that first one based on concept art or obviously a limited amount of source material, and they've taken this second one and just perfected all of the complaints that we had with that first one. Mainly the head sculpt obviously, but also the detailing on the actual costume itself, and obviously gave us both a masked and unmasked head. That's the 5 minutes up. Let me just take a couple of minutes just to get him into a decent pose, just so that I can kind of round this video up with a nice pose at the end. Obviously, if you are enjoying the reviews, then please do like, share and subscribe. It is very much appreciated. And do check out my channel for part 2, where I'm going to look at the other figure in this set, MELINA.